CATV is proudly presented by Toyota.
Faf, how would you sum up this evening?
Pretty average, to be honest with you. I thought in general we made a lot of mistakes with the bat. The wicket was quite tough the first 6 overs, but we needed to adapt better to that. To go 3 wickets down like that, and you're not giving your big hitters that we have a good base to hit from, and that's been our strength the last while. We've given them that base, and that's when they're at their best. So it's really important for us to understand that, and when we don't do it, we obviously need to we need to play differently. But guys like Dave and Albie need to come in when we're almost on top. So I suppose the only positive thing out of tonight that everyone got a run out. Even guys like Barney and Albie there towards the end got a bit of hit, which in the previous game they didn't get. And then from a bowling point of view, the same thing. We made a lot of mistakes, bowling the wrong lengths and lines on a wicket like that. But to chase or to put a total of 130 on the board is difficult for the bowlers. You need to be getting wickets all the time. So like I said, pretty average. We made too many mistakes in all departments. Even in the field, we had a couple of runs leaked. So not our best, but we need to look forward.
Given the fact that there hasn't been a lot of T20 recently, and this series has been curtailed, how's the confidence going to World Cup?
Yeah, the confidence is still pretty high, I must say. Like I said in the post match, for me is you can only reflect on the conditions we're going to play now, and we've had good successes there. In saying that, though, you need to be playing your best cricket, and we didn't do that tonight. I thought in the previous game we played some good cricket. It was just a shortened game. I thought our bowling was really good. To come back after a 21 over start there when it's a score like that, we pulled it back really well. And then in the last over, there was some good hitting. So there was good lessons learned from that game. But tonight, not our best.
Faf, you mentioned the pitch being tough, but 4 or 5 batsmen were out, fairly soft manner, hitting just new ball in the air straight to the field. And a lot of also attacking shots along the ground seem to go straight to fielders as well. Is that just the pitch? What do you put that down to?
No, it's not just the pitch. Like I said, the pitch played a role in that, but we certainly made the mistakes as a batting unit. If you do find yourself getting caught, like we did, there was a couple of softer dismissals, as you said. If you want to be winning games, 9 times out of 10 you're not making soft dismissals. So you can just reflect on that. 2 or 3 soft dismissals pretty much sums up the batting effort tonight.
Do you feel you might have to rethink some team selections? Guys that you might have thought would have been, say, natural selections for Bangladesh might now be not so natural?
Yeah, we always look at guys who's in form. That's really important. No one's space or place in the team is a definite. For me, you need to make sure we want guys in form. And like I said a week or so ago, for us to do well in the World Cup, we need as many guys in form. So if we feel that someone isn't probably on top of their game as they should, then we'll definitely look at it. It's not like I said, no one's position in the place is a certainty. We want to pick the guys that does the best on the day and the conditions. So we've got 2 more games, warm-up games. We'll play around with some combinations still, but like I said in the post-match, Dallin Morne also comes back. That's a huge bonus for us. They're experienced bowlers. You need experience when it comes to pressure, especially. But it was nice also to give the other guys a run. Carl Abbott got some game time, which he wasn't in the squad, so it was nice to see him bowl well in the previous game. And then Bjorn had a very good ram slam to give him a taste of international cricket, and he'll be better for it.
Maybe the one positive was Imran Tahir, because he looked pretty decent tonight.
Imran bowled really well, and that's a really good sign for me. Like I said in Durban, the success of us in the World Cup for me, Imi is going to be a huge part of that. Those wickets, and if he bowls well on a wicket like this, it's very positive signs. Going into those conditions, and then guys like JP and them can also string a couple of overs together. So from that side, very big positive.
Last week was for Faf.
That's probably the last thing in mind, but the way Australia played in those two games, where do you think they're sitting on the 25?
Yeah, they've got a good team. I thought so even before the series. You know, they're a powerhouse batting attack. Guys that always come in and look to make a play. You know, everyone in the top 7 or 8 can come in and take the game away from you. So that's very dangerous. It's definitely a massive positive from going into the World Cup on those wickets. And then they've got some good quality fast bowling. So, you know, I think the chances of getting through into the semis, they've got a good side.
But going back to the bowling, Australia seemed to bowl a lot more slower balls, changes of pace. Were you a bit disappointed that your seamers were a bit more sort of predictable?
To be honest with you, I was a bit more disappointed in the lines and lengths that we bowled. You know, on a slow wicket, what you generally want to do is you want to be as straight as possible and not give too much width away. And for me, there was way too many cut shots and square of the wicket play. So that's something I look at first, because that's something you can control. I do think the slower balls, we tried it once or twice. It didn't have as much of effect because the wicket was skidding on a bit more than in the first innings. But definitely in general, you know, their first 6 overs, they bowled really well at us. They didn't give us anything to hit, and that's what creates all the dots that we just talked about. If you're leaking in boundaries, then the dot balls is difficult to manage.